Dr. Skender Murtazani is an Albanian doctor living and working in the United States for over 3 decades. While having an extraordinarily successful career in medicine and lecturing in one of the world's best universities, he is also active in cultural, historical, and social issues. As chairman of the Queen's factor of Albanian nationalist group Vatra, he was involved in the successful 2013 campaign to return the body of Mithat Frashëri to Albania. Now today, in 2023, he is working hard to return the remains of Fan Noli. Now, for those who might not know, a quick history lesson for you here. Fan Noli was an Albanian scholar, writer, diplomat, politician, historian, public speaker, Orthodox Archbishop, Metropolitan, and founder of the Albanian Orthodox Church and the Albanian Orthodox Archdiocese in America. He was also Prime Minister and Regent of Albania in 1924. I am joined today by Skender, all the way from Queens, to find out more about Noli and Skender's own quest. Skender, thank you for joining me today. First things first, can you tell us a bit about how you ended up in the US, becoming involved in Vatra, and what exactly your plan is?
I grew up in Tetova in Western Macedonia, actually. My wife is from Korçë. Our family was in this national movement and never accepted to be a second-hand citizen like in Yugoslavia. That's why maybe this national progress in our family lied with generation. I finished my medical school in Skopje in Macedonia. Luckily, I met a wonderful woman in my town who was related to one of the physicians. And we kind of had things in common and end up that I had to go to USA. And I started from the bottom, doing any kind of job, then working for maybe $4 an hour, handing the reports to different physicians. And one of them caught my eye. We were talking to each other. And after a month or two, he asked me, what do I want to do? I said, my ideal goal is research. I don't care about money. Just I want to introduce myself and learn more from the research world. And it happened. I went to Rockefeller University, and then I went to NYU. And then I got my residency at one of the Cornell hospitals. I'm assistant professor of clinical medicine at Cornell, which warms my heart a lot. When I came to United States, I was a member of Vatra organization from the same year, 1990, the 28th of November, significant day. In 2013, we thought maybe it's good if in our country we have foundation of all the people who work for the country with a heart, pay every penny they gave for the movement, so we can have a very developed nation and conquer it in a positive way with other nations in Europe. And one of them was Mithat Frashëri. And fortunately, also Noli was one of the, I call him the genius in every way. Mithat Frashëri and Noli, they really, they're missed in our fatherland because all their life they worked for that side of the world.
Now, I understand you successfully repatriated the body of Mithat Frashëri, and now you want to do the same with Fan Noli. Can you tell me a bit about how you want to achieve this and whether there are any obstacles that lie in the way, either here in Albania or in the US?
I just want this idea, say Frashëri is repatriated. I'm very happy. I think after I approached the Prime Minister in 2013, when the doctors came to visit Albania and on his request and to participate in Albanian healthcare. In the meantime, I said, listen, Mr. Prime Minister, I'm reading about Frashëri and I'm finding fascinating, and he belongs to the nation. Why are you ignoring him, And I think he should be repatriated. It took a few years, but it happened. With Noli, it's a little bit more difficult. I don't know why. It's same as you have a Thomas Jefferson somewhere in Europe. and USA wants to have Thomas Jefferson at home. Do you think US will stay quiet for this very normal thing? And I don't know why the uh, Albanian political and whatever intellectual and academy are so quiet for this. I think we're going to send a letter to the parliament, and we'll start with the parliament, but also we'll notify the prime minister, who is, I think, he's open to those nice ideas.
Okay, so if Eddie Rama is watching, he's been on the show, so maybe he is following, who knows? What message would you like to convey to him?
He did a remarkable job with Mithat Frashi. I think it's very important for our history, for our future, for our youth, to learn from those great leaders. And we need in Albania to have a different approach. I'm not thinking of changing borders. There will be no borders, But we have the same language. If now we are promoted as one of the oldest nations in Europe, and also having the oldest language as well, it's very important to have this foundation. Okay, who are the movers in this place? And I think Noli has a tremendous, tremendous big part, and he should be repatriated.
Now, this is a very noble cause, and I applaud you for it. But there may be people watching, the younger generation, who don't know who Noli is, they don't know much about him, or they don't see the importance of this issue. What would you say to them? How would you encourage them to care about this cause?
I would say that if they need a role model, which we don't have too many, if they need a role model, how they can think and how they can approach being Albanian, what's the best way, and how to think about the future of the nation to follow the Noli's legacy. And they can find it so amazing, and they can find it so prosperous. Um, it's amazing how beautiful thoughts he had for interreligious harmony within Albania, how he thought good about music and orchestra. He was great in translation. He is great in writing. He was preaching one of the best Orthodoxisms in the Balkans. The Albanian Orthodoxism was so pure. It's very God-related. And the youth and young people, the students, the entrepreneurs, they will find themselves released by any pressure of nationalism just by following the Noli and being an example as a European nation.
Skanda, thank you very much.